Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, it's Saturday morning. As soon as I woke up, got on the Facebook and saw a buddy post that there's a car meet this morning. So we're gonna go check that out. Just got done washing the Trailblazer real quick. Just a quick little suds and rinse. Check the fluids before we go, just in case, happen to come across any Mustangs or something want to pick on. Don't know if I've talked about my truck, but this is my 06 Trailblazer SS LS2 with LS3 heads, LSA blower, BTR, stage 3, positive displacement blower cam, headers. Honestly, really basic setup. Like I said, mostly stock, other than the fact that the blower didn't come with it, but it's a factory blower. It's got a 4L80 Circle D converter, and honestly, I think that's about it. It's a little dirty in here, but you can kind of see the basics. It's on pump gas and meth. But yeah, so I'm going to check the fluids real quick and we'll get on the road. All right, so we made it to the meet. It's actually a pretty decent turnout. Bunch of cool cars. CH. Not bad. Do a walk around and show y'all what's here. All right, so I had a long day of running around. So tired of driving. Finally made it back home. This is what we were doing some running around for. Boy. So we picked up some slicks from Summit today and went and had them mounted. This is going to be the race setup for the Del Sol. I can't stop looking at it. I like it a lot. It just looks, but it looks weird having a slick in the back. Like on coupes and like Integras and other bigger bodies, this setup looks really good. It's a little awkward on here because how small the car is, but and I don't think I filmed any of this, but we actually put full interior back in this car. It's even got speakers in there, but the little cargo doors don't open all the way because of the cage. And I need to repaint the cage, or not repaint, I never finished it. So yeah, and then the car's sat. So I need to do that. I need to get some floor mats, then it'll be complete. Pretty happy with the way it's coming along. All right, well, done a few things on the car now that I may or may not have filmed. Mainly just because I didn't want to film it. I just wanted to work on it. Sometimes I come out here in the middle of the night and just start wrenching just to pass time or something. Or if I'm just thinking about stuff, you know how it is, lay in bed and keep thinking about something, like, oh, I'm just gonna go do it right now. Anyways, so took the slicks off and just put some rollers on it to get it on and off trailer, or drive around the block. I didn't want to drive around on slicks and pick up a nail, and I mean, I'm sure I'll drive it on the street on slicks at some point. But for now, I want to get a couple uses out of them, you know, at the track. So here's what the car looks like. Like I said, not my first choice of wheel, but be good for just rolling around the block, testing, maybe dyno, and then maybe on and off the trailer for now until I get another set, and I'll put these back on the other car. Yesterday, put a set of Brimbos on the car, just cross-drilled and their pads. It's actually pretty good quality. Like, a lot of times you have stuff like this get rusted, and even up here on top, they're actually coated. That's pretty cool. I don't know when those are getting bedded in. Probably be the first pass down the track. But haven't done the back yet, as you can see. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm going to get started on that. All right, so I got the wheel off, and you can see these things are crusty. I mean, they're not grooved or anything, but they could be changed. I need to power wash this thing. It's been sitting for a while. These are the Hub City Performance arms, and as you've seen in one of the previous videos. All right, so now to the new Brembo stuff. If I can do this one-handed. Oh yeah. Oh, huh. Dumb. These are just like it's like street rotors, I guess. Like I said, they're pretty nice. They come coated. Old and busted. New hotness. All right, let's put this thing on. And just like that, this one went together. Oh, it's got a little bit of something there. Oh well, it'll come off. This one went together a lot easier than the front did, but part of that was my own fault. Whatever. These screws right here, if you know, you know about those stripping out if you try to use a screwdriver. This thing right here, it's an impact screwdriver, and it is a lifesaver. I've never stripped one out with these Just put this thing in here. I mean, you got different bits like flat heads and everything. Put this in here. It's got loosen and tighten for like reverse thread stuff or normally threaded, left hand, whatever you want to call it. And you just give it a smack and it just jolts it to one side and it works 60% of the time, every time. So it's always refreshing when you have fresh brakes and stuff. Just looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go do the other side, and I want to try that YouTube magic thing. Never done it. I'm gonna try it. So if it works, you'll see it. If not, then it's like I just skipped it. All right. So been wanting to try this YouTube magic stuff that I've been seeing. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Didn't work. What the hell? Oh, I think I actually have to do it and then I just edit it in. Well, let's try that. Slow. Don't rev at me. That's pretty easy. Kind of like that. Might use that from time to time. It probably looks stupid. Anyways, brakes are done. Wheels going back on. I may or may not have left a spring off the other side, so I'm gonna have to pull the caliper off and do it. Because I'm an idiot. Sometimes shit happens. You'll notice on this channel, happens more often than not. So I'm gonna go put this on, put the wheels back on. Yeah.
I ain't never been in no video.
At least it's not one that most people have seen. Just that one time. Well, came over to Fab Daddy John's. We already got one shaft cut down. He's already got it fitted. He's about to weld it. And then we cutting this guy up. Me cutting this CV shaft part off, and I actually have a slip joint from S1 Built that's going to go on there.
This is kind of difficult.
All right, well, this is after one pass. Looks fucking sweet. We're unsure of the strength since we haven't done this before, so I think he's just gonna make a second pass with something thicker. If you couldn't tell, he was having issues with his helmet and he was welding in the dark. And it still came out that good. Well, last night ended up being a pretty late night. I think we were all up until about 3 before we actually went to sleep. We were at John's house until 2. Well, we got this stuff wrapped up though. Oh, I need to clean the back of my truck. So today, I'm gonna be finally assembling the new drive shaft and installing it. All right, well, here's the finished product with the welds. John knocked it out of the park. I got new ungreasable U-joints for this side, hoping that it'll be a little stronger, but I mean, these could break for all I know. But I'm gonna assemble this whole thing and then paint it probably, and then put it in the car finally. Per the usual, got carried away, didn't film. Jeez, I need a haircut. It is hot out here today, but it's nice because it's been super rainy for the last 2 weeks. So I put the drive shaft together, kind of painted it, wire wheeled the mounts that I never painted underneath and painted those because they were starting to get all rusty. And I guess then me and Nick hung up the drive shaft. Need to drill holes for the viscous, but I'll show you that now. All right. Oh, geez, look at that. Tells you how long the car's been sitting. Don't mind that plate. So there's the slip joint, and we're just trying to mock up where the holes need to be drilled and trying to get the shaft as straight as possible. It goes all the way to the rear. Woo! Those U-joints were a pain to get out, the old ones, and the new ones were a pain to get in. So we can't see that. Yeah, it's kind of hard. But yeah, just kind of a update on Nick's car. He's mocking up new piping for the cold side because he had where the 180 came out and it hugged a little closer and then went up through this hole and then up to there. So he just got done mocking up. We're gonna be going back to John's house to get this all welded. Just kind of a rough little mock up here of about where the blow off valve is gonna go. It goes down there. There'll be a coupler right here to kind of be able to separate everything. And then right there. We gotta put this on the ground here in a few minutes and check to see if the new slicks are gonna clear all of this. But plenty of room on the piping now. We got a week to get both these cars done. So I'm gonna do the little roll-on video where all 4 wheels are turning. I'm gonna try to mess with the tune a little bit. I'd been tuning around a bad wideband, which I didn't know my wideband was bad because it was still moving. But at idle, it stayed at 1250. Pull fuel out, you can hear the tone change. It stayed at 1250. Put another wideband sensor in it, well, out of Nick's car, and completely rich. So it explains a lot and a lot of my frustrations. I'm gonna get messing with that and then see what we get into next. What are you eating? Is that the watermelon ones? So I think it's safe to say that it spins all 4. That's a good thing. Not so good thing, the front drive shaft is not straight. I mean, we don't build drive shafts. So I guess I'm gonna have to get it fixed before I go make hits, which sucks, but it is what it is. And I got something going on with the tune where it's it'll flash the check engine light, but it won't come up with a code or showing what it's doing. So I'll have to. It might be the battery. Battery's been sitting, it's dead. So I'm gonna hook it up to a car so it's got constant voltage, and then maybe try it again. Maybe it's a crank signal thing or whatever, I don't know. It's a used crank sensor, so, or even cam sensor, or wherever it picks up its tach signal. It could have loose wire somewhere. I'm just gonna have to troubleshoot it. Race cars, it's fun.